Hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that equips leaders and their teams to achieve their greatest potential. This show is sponsored by the CLC team, and they provide leadership training and development, group coaching, leadership mastermind groups, and an online membership community for leaders who want to continually develop and sharpen their skills. Find out more about them at clcteam.com. Hey, hope you're doing great today. And today, I want to talk about something that can really crush your team's communication and productivity, along with a lot of other things. The strange thing about this one thing is that many of us have no idea that it even exists until we have violated it. And then it's usually just too late. However, there is a way to uncover these things that exist within your team, and that is by being vulnerable as a leader and telling and possibly asking each other about how much they know about it and why it may impact them. So you're probably wondering, what is this one thing? Well, this one thing that we all have and don't usually know about it is the pet peeves that exist within our team, and sometimes our very own pet peeves. Now, in case you don't know what a pet peeve is, Webster's online dictionary defines it as a frequent subject of complaint. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that's a little weak for a definition. I have my own definition of a pet peeve because I just don't think the dictionary gives it enough credit. And my definition is that a pet peeve is something that you just can't stand, and it may trigger resentfulness, anger, and conflict if it's not respected, especially when other people know about it. So, I'm not sure how you would describe a pet peeve, and all too often, we have no idea what other people's pet peeves are until we violate them, like I said earlier. And then we get some kind of negative reaction, or somebody may just shut down and or give you the silent treatment. Have you ever been there? I mean, maybe you were having a good conversation with somebody, and then all of a sudden, there's arguing going on, and you have no idea what just happened. Well, I think pet peeves are behind many of these arguments. So, one of my pet peeves, and I know you may think this is a little bit ridiculous, but one of my pet peeves is people driving slow in the left lane. I mean, get over in the right lane already. Now, that may not upset any of you at all, but to me, I remember my dad getting upset whenever somebody would be driving in the left lane slowly. And I guess he just passed that trait on to me. But I mean, come on. The left lane is the express lane, so to speak. It's for passing people on the right? Okay, I'll let it go. But you see, that's a simple pet peeve of mine that really is insignificant. Now, as you can see, that is one small, insignificant thing that can just bother me if I'm not too careful. And yet, it really shouldn't bother me. Now, I have others, but I'm going to spare you the details. And I'd be willing to bet that you have your own personal pet peeves. Maybe it's somebody who doesn't put paper in the printer when it runs out. Or maybe it's when somebody doesn't wipe down the break room microwave after something boiled over in it. Or maybe it's when somebody makes a weird face when you're explaining something. Well, I hope you get my point. And if you were able to compile all the pet peeves in your team or organization, or even your family, you'd probably be surprised at the amount of pet peeves that everyone's been violating over the years. So today's challenge is to have a little fun with this and start up a group conversation asking people what their pet peeves are at work. And of course, since you are the leader, you start things off by telling everyone what your pet peeve is. This can be a great icebreaker to kick off a new team meeting or a training session or a weekly staff meeting. And the benefits can really show as others will usually begin to take other people's pet peeves to heart and start respecting each other's. And that'll go a long way to communication. As a minimum, it can usually provide a great discussion and a few laughs. Hey, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and thanks for listening. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, run to your challenges.